Okay. 天元 Toppa. That's the name of the anime. The lights in the sky are stars. Uneven. Okay. Okay. Let's get it. What? Where thought is given form? Ooh, he's got a core. Ah. I don't know, bruh.
Tengen Toppa Gurren-Lagann とアンチスパイラルとの戦いが螺旋界認識システムに関しまして時空転移バイパスを作ったと。
Can they like teleport to Earth or something?
あれがお前たちの補正か。だが彼らがこれで終わるはずがない。
Give me your energy.
まだやれる。
Ooh.
もらおうか。
He got the best looking gunman. Let's go, man.
嘆くな、娘よ。一度は絶望と倦怠の海に沈んだ魂がここまで来れた。神様の体が螺旋の命の明日を作るならば本望だ。
確かにその通り。
いや、お前。
シモン、あなたはあなたのなすべきことをするためにここまで来た。そうでしょ？
わかった。勝つこの戦い。必ずな。当然だ。所詮は犬死にだ。消えろ。
螺旋が量子分解します。
それを待っていた。
Create a drill for him. Yeah. Woo-wee! Let's go. It got the rainbow colors now. Damn. Yo. Infinite amount of drills, bro.
俺たちは1分前の俺たちよりも進化する。一回転すればほんの少しだが前に進む。それがドリルなんだよ。それこそがこの家の道。螺旋族の限界になぜ気づかぬのか。それは貴様の限界だ。この閉ざされた宇宙で王様気分で他の生命を封じ込めた貴様自身の限界に過ぎない。
そう、人間にだってもっともっと大きな奴がいたわ。その人のためにも私たちは前に進める。この心は無限。その大きさに私もかけた。
覚えておけ。このドリルはこの宇宙に風穴を開ける。
Woo. Yo. Woo. Yo, epicness on all levels, bro. Let's go.
必ず守れよ。当然だ。人間はそこまで愚かじゃない。 間の狭間に作った宇宙を支えるだけの力をなくしたんだよ。シモンさん、聞こえますか？シモンさん、銀河の星々から次々に連絡が入ってきています。解放された螺旋族たちが喜びの通信を送ってきてるんですよ。宇宙にはこんなに仲間がいたんです。終わったよ、ニア。
帰ろう。
ニア、お前のことは忘れない。この宇宙が滅んでも。
バカね、滅びないわ。そのためにみんな頑張ったんじゃない。
そうだったな。
愛してるわ、シモン。
ああ、
うん
愛してる。
Why though?
シモ
いいんだ。分かってたことだか
I didn't.
ン。でもこんな。
ら。アンチスパイラルを倒すってのはこうなるってことだったんだ。いや、アンチスパイラルが作った仮想性。
Okay.
あの子も頑張り屋さんだったからね。
だったら螺旋の力を使えばいい。あの力があればニアさんだって蘇る。それだけじゃない、死んでった人たちだって。シモンは神様じゃない。
死んだものは死んだものだ。無理に蘇らせたって後に続く連中の邪魔になるだけだろう。あとは頼んだぞ、ロシュ。
シモンさん。
俺は穴掘りシモンだから、掘った穴を通るにはもっとふさわしいやつがいる。任せてください。楽しかったね、シモン。
シモン。
どうした、オズ？
うまく穴が開かないんだ。
力の入れすぎだな。もっと軽く回してみな。
ほう。本当だ、すごいなおじさん。
当たり前だ。俺を誰だと。
うめえ。
いや、誰でもないか。
あ、すげえ。グレン・ラガンだ。グレン・ラガンがいっぱいある。
ああ、そうだな。
俺もいけるかな。
いけるとも。天の光はすべて星だ。ああ、そうだ。螺旋の友が待つ星々だ。
Mm. Sometimes you just have to sit and just let it marinate for a second. I did not expect to be emotional at the end of this. I really didn't. It's one of the reasons why I love anime so much. There's a lot of things that, for some reason, anime and their storytelling and the way how they choose to inspire that, it just feels like it can't be replicated in the West. For some strange reason, it's like in the West you can't find it. Not to say you can't find, but it's a rare occurrence. But it happens all the time. Like in anime, it's like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like I'm telling you, throughout probably about early years of my life or whatever of watching animated cartoons, never had a moment where I teared up. Like me as a grown ass 35-year-old man should not be crying over watching any sorts of medium, but anime just has brought that out of me consistently since I started watching anime. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's just the inspirational message of, I guess, what I hope humanity can become. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not being emotional because I'm sad. It's the overwhelming feeling of, you know, what Gurren-Lagann is. You know, and I've praised the story over and over again throughout this entire thing. And I've had my gripes. You know what I'm saying? I've had my gripes with the anime. I've had my gripes. I've had things that I didn't like about it. And this is the reason why I say criticism, I have to critique because it helps me to appreciate what they're trying to do more at the end. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, Gurren-Lagann it's not a perfect piece of thing. It's not perfect. It's not a masterpiece. I'm gonna say that outright right now before I go into my complete review. It's not a masterpiece, but the message behind it all, you know what I'm saying? Put the all the criticisms I had about this anime aside. The cheesiness, some parts of it were boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, put all of that aside and just concentrate on the story of what this person was trying to write into this, talking about the power of humanity, the power of love, the power of our spirit combined together, what we can achieve. Even though the anti-spiral had, you know what I'm saying, legitimate reasons for backing down, for giving up, and for suppressing humanity. Even though they had their reasons, it's just the power of humanity and thinking differently than other people. You get what I'm saying? When somebody is telling you, you can't achieve that because he did it, or you get what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have detractors in your life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have people. I think that's what really hit me the most, because so much of my life, I can remember, even to this day, people tell me, you can't do this, or you can't do that, you can't achieve this. I remember when I was in an infinite loop, you know what I'm saying? An infinite loop of failure. You know what I'm saying? And I really used to beat myself up about it. I really did. And I did not have any inspiration whatsoever. Just an infinite loop of failure. And at the time, I was just at the bottom of the barrel, just trying to dig my way out of things and just trying to grasp, while people, I mean, imagine being in that situation and people constantly telling you you're lazy, you're not doing enough. You get what I'm saying? Even though you feel like, from your perspective, you're trying your best, you're doing your best, and it just seems like things are just not working out for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just in those situations, I think that's the thing about anime, man. When I started watching Naruto, it was the first time ever that I was consuming something that was inspiring, that was like, I want to have that kind of attitude towards life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't care what you think. I'm going to achieve what I was meant to achieve. Whatever it is that I'm going to go full force into anything that I put my hands on. I'm going to go full force, failure or not. Because throughout the entire time that I was watching Naruto, and that's why Naruto will always be my favorite anime of all times. It'll always be number one, but I've taken it off of my top 5 list. Because no matter what anybody tells me, it's very subjective. I'm never going to be objective about Naruto. And even if I choose to be, I can make a lot of points about Naruto objectively that will probably convince it to be very good to you. Well, like some people, they observe pretty much every anime as just media, right? Just as a medium, just as entertainment. Like for me, it's just never been like that, because Naruto was my introduction into the anime universe. You know what I'm saying? It was my introduction into it, and I got into anime. Naruto inspired me to watch all the other series that are popular. It inspired me to get into One Piece. It inspired me to watch Bleach. It inspired me to get into these series that was popular. Dragon Ball. I've always heard about Dragon Ball. I played the games. Like, I'm talking about back in the day, PS2 with Dragon Ball Budokai. Like I was playing those games, and that's how I learned about Dragon Ball. That's how I learned about it. That inspired me to actually go and watch the actual anime up to Dragon Ball Z at the time, right? And then it's just, anime has just always been an inspiration. That's why when I watch certain things like this and how they draw parallels and how they write the story of how inspirational it can be, just to be human. You know what I'm saying? It's uplifting and heartbreaking at the same time, because you just know that this is not what it'll ever be. I don't think we will ever get to a place in humanity where we get to a place like this, where we're so united against, you know, whatever it is, or to achieve a goal rather, you know what I'm saying, and just get to that place. And it's just why I have certain morals about me. It's just that I just want to spread love. I just want to spread love to as many people as possible. Unfortunately, you can't just walk out on the street and hug people because, you know, of how the modern world is today. You can't just do that. You can't just, you know, walk up to people and talk to them anymore. You know, everybody's so skeptical of each other. Everybody's just, it's just not conducive to, for us to become that way. It'll never happen. You get what I'm saying? So it's just, as I said, this very uplifting story here, but also very disheartening, very heartbreaking story. And I'm happy that I actually took the time to finish this anime, because I didn't know, I would have never known that I would have, you know, be in such a state at the end. You know, all these inspirational characters, you know, all these characters, like, guys, the last 4 episodes, there were plenty of times that I was here fighting back the tears, man, but I couldn't anymore. I couldn't anymore because the story was just so inspiring, dude. Like, that's why I kept saying, I'm just taking it in, man. I'm just taking it in, because I felt like if I started talking about anything, I was gonna start crying. So I was just like, you know what, man, let me just enjoy this for what it is. That's why, you know, I kind of chose not to do a review after those 3 episodes, because I know if I start talking about this stuff and concentrating on it too much, I was gonna start crying. So I'm trying to limit the emotional stuff that I do on camera. I really am, because, you know what I'm saying, not that people don't like to see it, because, you know, people like to know that stuff just as much as it inspired them, that somebody reacts the same way. I don't know if you guys cried at the end of Gurren-Lagann, but it is what it is. But in any case, let's get to the official review of Gurren-Lagann. No, 12 minutes in, I'm just getting into it because I had to say that stuff first. So, alright, I judge anime based on 3 things, as you guys know. I've explained it before. If you've been around the channel long enough, you know what it is. We do audio visual, right? So that, you know, animation and sound design. We do rewatchability and story. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with rewatchability. I would definitely watch this again, and the reason why I'm saying I would watch this again, it's not a high probability that I would watch it again, but I would definitely watch somebody react to it and see what their reaction is. Maybe I'll watch like the ending to see if it's that inspirational for them. Maybe I'll watch the episode where Kamina dies or something like that, to see how other people have reacted to this, how they felt after like episode 14, if they felt the same way as I did, or, you know, maybe I'm just the only one that felt that way after episode 14. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, that's the reason why I go through the motions of how I'm feeling after a couple of episodes, just to gauge, you know, what the anime is about. And I maintain to tell you guys that the story of this anime is very good. That's not the issue that I had with the anime. A lot of people think that I had a problem with the story. I never had a problem with the story. You get what I'm saying? I was just confused about Kamina's death. I was very confused and didn't know how to react to it. And basically I was saying, who's going to take control of the anime now? Obviously, it was going to be Simone, and I was saying, I don't see Simone in that role. I didn't know there was going to be a time skip. How the hell was I supposed to know that? I didn't know that, but in the moment, that's how I felt, so I said it, right? So rewatchability is, I wouldn't say it's at like a 10 for me. I would say it's at like a 7 for me. Like maybe 5 years from now, I might rewatch Gurren-Lagann. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's certain series that just grabs you and you want to watch, you know, it all over again, maybe with somebody else or something like that. just to see their reactions, and that's really cool. So, and then nowadays when we have so much ways, other than just reaction videos to watch other media, you can literally call up a friend and watch a series together. Like, you don't even have to be in the same room. Back in the day, you had to be in the same room to actually rewatch something with somebody else. Nowadays, you don't have to. You get what I'm saying? You can literally watch live with somebody else. You have, I think it's Hulu. So one of those streaming things. I think there's a streaming service that offers group. Let me switch over here. I think there is a streaming service that offers like group, like family kind of thing where you can be in different places and watch the same show at the same time or whatever. I don't remember which one it was. I know it's not Netflix. I think it's Hulu, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Hulu. But rewatchability, definitely. It's above average for me. It's above average. Audio visual. Now, this is where things get a little bit dicey for this series. This is where things get a little bit dicey because I think the opening for this series, decent, very good, enjoyable, right? When it kicks in, you're ready to go, it's good. But does it get me super hyped? Probably not. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not a I don't know, maybe I just don't really like the arrangement of the song. I don't know what it is, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like top tier opening where I'd be like, this is like Parasite on steroids or something. Like, Parasite's opening, right, was like, I couldn't skip it. Like, I skipped this opening multiple times. If you see me skipping openings, that simply means that it's not top tier to me. And that's a very subjective view on how I view openings. Like, if it's something that gets annoying, like if it gets to the point where you see me skipping it, that simply means I'm not enjoying it. Like, it gets annoying. Like, it might sound good, but then it becomes like, all right, I get it. Let's get to the episode. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys notice, if you've watched my Parasite reactions, I never skip the opening, not even once. Not even once. I think they did the same for Promised Neverland opening as well. Really good openings, right? Of course, it's only for one season, so we're not talking about like series with multiple openings like Naruto or One Piece or Bleach. You get what I'm saying? So very, very decent sound design throughout it. Placement of the sound design, they did a good job with the placement of when they played music versus when they don't. They did a good job with that, but the problem that I had with it was that the OSTs they were okay. I'm not gonna say they were bad, but they were okay. So that's why I say this gets a little bit dicey, because if I was supposed, I'm going to rate the sound design, I would say that it would clock in somewhere around 7 out of 10 entirely. We're talking about opening and sound design throughout the episodes. There were a couple of them that I really enjoyed, Saw Me Bopping My Head and stuff like that. Really cool. You get what I'm saying? But as I said, it's not top tier. It's not like, you hear this and you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the sad themes, some of them were really good. Like, there's themes, there's OSTs in Naruto. There's OSTs in Naruto, man, where they could be doing anything, eating. They could be eating, and they put on sadness and sorrow, and you probably want to tear up. Like, that's how good that OST is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not joking around, that is. So it's just awesome. It was good enough to carry me through. I'll say that it was good enough. So I'm gonna give the audio design a 7 out of 10. Visuals, kind of dicey there too. They saved all the budget for the final episodes, which is fine. You get what I'm saying? Which is fine. That's a choice they made. but the anime suffered for it, and not in story, but it suffered in visuals for it, because they saved basically all the budget to do the final episodes. And as I said, that's fine, that's okay, because you know, it's not like I was there to give them more money to do it better. So, but we have to judge it for what it is, right? So I would say the visuals is steady at a 7 out of 10 for me also, because it didn't carry throughout. It did what it needed to do, as in the story was good, so it carried the anime. And you know, you didn't pay much attention to the animation, but sometimes it was like talking about horrible horrible. And pretty much every anime pretty much has this problem, except for, you know, Demon Slayer and most of the modern stuff that are coming out now. They getting big budget kind of stuff, so their animation is like pretty much always on point. So it's to that point, man, where I'm just looking at this and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give both audio and visual a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10. And that's, as I said, these three things that I'm using, guys, these are all subjective things, according from me and how I watched it and how I felt about it. Okay, so it's not necessarily how you felt about it, it's just how I felt about it. Ratings is all about, it's all subjective when it comes on to ratings, no matter where. It's not an objective view, no matter what somebody might want to tell you, oh, it's an objective view on it. It's not. It's a subjective view, because it's your personal opinion. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes on to story, let's talk about story. Story, you already know, 10 out of 10 from me. Very inspirational story. But I think I've spoken on a lot of the ideas throughout when I was watching it, so you guys got an idea of how I felt about it, the things that it represents, the thing that I'm drawing, and the parallels that I'm drawing from the anime itself. So Simone definitely grew on me throughout the series, you know, especially in the second half of the series, of when, after the time skip, he really grew on me to be, in my opinion, more inspirational than Kamina in some ways. Not all ways, but in some ways. You get what I'm saying? The character of Nia definitely understood what she was going through. She had, the thing about it is that this whole thing about this no doubt belief system that they built everything on from Kamina, with Kamina not caring about anything, he's just like, we're gonna do it. If you don't believe that you're going to do something, you're basically, you already failed. You already failed. You get what I'm saying? So if you step up to the plate not believing that you're going to hit a home run, you probably will never hit a home run. You get what I'm saying? So if you believe you're too weak to do it, you're just never going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that was a very inspirational part of this anime that I really enjoyed. And that's why I said, like, I was talking about make the fights matter. And all of the fights in the second half, they mattered. You get what I'm saying? Like, make them matter, man. Like, the fights against the generals was, ugh. You get what I'm saying? Like, throw them junks in the garbage. We didn't need them, except for the first one. We didn't need them. Them other three, they were so, like, washed. Even before they came in, I was like, they're just gonna beat them. And because we need to get to the Spiral King. You get what I'm saying? And even the Spiral King became one of the most inspirational characters in the series once we got to finally, the story starts unveiling itself and we're starting to find out little bit of things, you know, Spiral versus anti-Spiral and all of this other stuff. So it just became one of those stories that I'm just looking at and I'm just like, yes, yes. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a big smile on my face, because I'm just like, this story is so inspirational. Having these characters, you're not knowing what somebody is doing, because I was like, why is he suppressing the human? Why did he force them on the ground? He had his reasons. Also, Anti-Spiral had his reasons as well for suppressing the human race. It's because of how, you know, they're not giving up attitude that they have. You know what I'm saying? The spirit, the love that they have for each other. And those are the things that we should concentrate on in life, man. And I feel like this anime did a very good job of portraying that. And I know your everyday dude that watch anime might not even pick up on some of these things to really be inspired. Like, you have dudes out there, very popular creators, that would never watch an anime like Gurren-Lagann. You get what I'm saying? They would not analyze it. They wouldn't be entertained by it because they're just like, oh, this is so sappy, man. It's so sappy. Why is it so sappy? You know what I'm saying? Like, some people look at anime like this as such sappy animes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not watching anime to feel stuff, man. But yet still they'll cry when characters die in their favorite anime. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to me when I see people act like that towards anime, because I'm just like, I want to watch anime. No matter what it is, I want to at least try it and have something to say about it. If it didn't inspire me, if it didn't do what it was meant to do, if it's just for entertainment, then it's just for entertainment. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't have a preference in the type of anime that I consume. I'm definitely going to say that. You get what I'm saying? And you guys know it, and that's the reason why you guys continuously suggest the type of anime that you know that I will enjoy and be into from the get-go, right? So I definitely love the story of Simone, Yoko, all these other characters that joined the cast in the second half as well. You know what I'm saying? Even Bricio was a very good, compelling character, had great character development. I love the fact that Simone jumped in and punched him in the face to wake him up, because he was about to kill himself over one mistake, dude. I'm just like, because I saw the gun and I was like, I hope he's not gonna kill himself. You know what I mean? And it ended up being exactly what I was thinking. That he thinks he made a mistake because he thinks he failed, and he didn't put out enough effort to save the human race. You get what I'm saying? And because Simone just came in, boom, boom, bash, took care of business, saved the earth, he felt like a failure. And I get it. I've been there, man. I've been there, feeling like I can't do anything right. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? So I've just find stuff in life to inspire me to be better and stop looking to other people for validation. You get what I'm saying? So I would say this to you guys as an inspirational thought at the end of this review. Don't be afraid to do things. Don't be afraid to try things. Believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to do that thing. And hey, you might fail at it, but keep trying to do things. That might not be the thing you're meant to do. Sometimes you got to try something different, even outside of the scope of what your ability is, and it might turn out that you're really good at it. You get what I'm saying? Like, when I look at how some people can do sales versus how I can do sales, you get what I'm saying? It's just, when I see them, I try to pick up stuff from them and stuff like that, right? And I was like, I wish I could sell stuff like that, but I couldn't do it. I just had to do it how I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. And you just have to go out there and put yourself out there and try new things sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And just do it, man. And I know it sounds, a lot of this stuff that I say sometimes, it comes off cheesy and guru-ish, if you will, and think that I'm trying to sell you, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to sell ice to an Eskimo or something. It's just, it is what it is, and that's just what it is. Like, I can't put it in simpler words for you, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just speak it out as, like, that's just how it is. And I know it sounds simple, but it's a very hard task. I know it sounds simple, but there's no other way for me to put it for you to really understand. You gotta grind. You gotta do these things. I know plenty of us in the world are not born with silver spoons in our mouth. So we gotta grind and get it and get our own. And sometimes it might not even work out that way because we did not find our purpose. And it's going to still happen to a lot of people, even though I'm here trying to put this message out there. It's still going to happen to a lot of people who die and don't even know what their purpose is or ever discover what their purpose is. And it is what it is, just the same. But you hear in the sound of my voice right now, if you are watching my review up until this point, please, I beg you, if you are struggling in life, and I've always said this, if you don't have anyone to speak to that will hear you out and listen, the Discord is there. Join the Discord. The link is down in the description. Hit me up in the DM. If you don't want to type a message to me, I can schedule a time where we can talk, where I could put on my headphones and you could talk to me. You get what I'm saying? If we need translation, we can do that too. We can do that in the text if you don't speak English, whatever the situation is. So just let me know. I've always opened myself up for this because I know there's a lot of people in the world that want somebody to talk to and don't really have anybody that has a positive influence in their life. And at one point, that was me. I you know what I'm saying? At one point, that was me. And that's why I strive to just be better. So, final rating for Gurren-Lagann. I'm going to give Gurren-Lagann 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. I think that's very good for an anime like Gurren-Lagann. The story was 10 out of 10, no doubt. But definitely 8.5 overall anime. I definitely, you know what I'm saying? This is not going to be my top 5. But it's definitely one of my favorite animes to rewatch later, or tell somebody to watch, somebody that wants to be inspired and how they should be. This is definitely something that I would make my son watch. You get what I'm saying? To understand what it means to pull yourself up out of very bad situations. You get what I'm saying? And just be inspiring and just be what you need to be in this world, and finding your purpose and just understanding what it is. It's not necessarily to be like somebody else, but to find your own lane and just strive in it. All right, so thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching for all the videos. I know we don't get a ton of views, but it is what it is. You guys are enjoying it. You guys are commenting. Keep liking the videos as much as possible. If you have not subscribed to the backup channel yet, make sure you do so, because there's more things to come. Okay, so I don't know what the next modern anime is going to be yet, but it's definitely going to be another short one that's going to take this place, and I will let you guys know when that is going to drop on the channel as well. I don't know exactly what it's going to be yet. It's probably going to be, I don't know, maybe I don't know. I don't want to say that right here, right now, because I still have to look through the list and see what's there that I can do that has a very short season. And, you know, it's just like a 1 season thing. There's a couple of them that's still left that I need to do. So, thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate y'all. It was a great journey. And you got to see me cry again. It is what it is. Whatever. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.